Hello YouTube, it's Galaxy here bringing you some Team Fortress 2 Payload on... I'm actually not 100% sure what this map is. I think it's Hoodoo, but can never be too sure. And as you probably can tell, this is after the Uber update because I am playing with the Heavy using the Tomislav or Tommy gun. And this was like one of my first games with this weapon, and it really has become my favorite heavy weapon. The current setup I'm using is the Tommy gun, the Sandvich, and the GRU or gloves of running urgently. And this is my favorite setup for the heavy because you're not reliant on medics. When you use the minigun, or Natasha, I guess too, or the Brass Beast, basically any other heavy weapon, you get that slow charge up, spin up time. Now, when you get that, it means you're not very mobile, because every time there's an enemy, you have to preemptively charge up and start moving, and then you really can't stop shooting at much. Like right there, what I just did, I stopped shooting, I moved forward, and I continued shooting. You can't do that with a minigun because the rev up time is so long. So what I mean is, by when I say like it makes you more of a lone wolf character type deal as a heavy, is because you don't need to have that medic to give you that extra health to keep you safe. Like when you play heavy, for me anyway, I need to have like a pocket medic because otherwise you're just a big target. And so that's why I always have a medic. Now, when you use the Tomislav, you lose 20% rate of fire, so you're not as good when it comes to killing, but you have an almost instantaneous spin-up time, which is incredibly massive. Like right there, I thought there was a spy behind me, so I was able to quickly turn like in midair and begin shooting him. If I was using a minigun, I would not be able to do that because I would not be able to rev up in time. So that's really the benefit. It's also because it keeps you much safer from snipers and spies. Spies are pretty direct because you are able to quickly turn around and shoot them. And snipers is a bit less direct because you're not quite as easy to get a headshot on because you're not excuse me, because you're not moving in a slow, predictable line, because you can move more radically because you have no spin up. It's really, really beneficial, and to me, this ability to go by myself and be more mobile is definitely worth the 20% reduction in rate of fire, because you'll see later on there's a spy who I'm dominating, and as a heavy it usually goes the other way around because you're very focused on shooting people and you got your pocket medic. But with this Tomislav, you can quickly turn around and shoot people. Like right there, I'm getting killed by a pyro, so I can stop shooting, turn around to find the threat and attempt to eliminate it. He wasn't there because my teammates got him, but even if my teammates weren't there, I have enough health as the heavy to be able to kill the pyro successfully without the need for a pocket medic. And it's just an incredible weapon. I actually bought this from the Manco store for $5, and I was which is a lot of money for a weapon, but I am not a huge TF2 player, but I really love this game, and I'm playing it more and more. So I have no problem spending the extra time, not the extra time, the extra money on the weapon. And right there I was uber charged, so there really isn't anyone who I can kill at this point because they all backed off when I was ubered. But that's an important thing, is because I was just able to push them back, which is huge in Team Fortress 2, because like Monday Night Combat, it's a lot about map control and presence on the field. So if you can put this good presence on the field and just push the front line back, you don't need to kill people. You can just put shots on them and make them run back for a health pack, and it gives the same effect for winning. Now, my other two weapons are the Sandvich and gloves of running urgently, the GRU, and this is like a really nice combination, because with the Gru, what happens is when you pull them out, you run quickly, but you lose 6 health per second, I believe. And so you lose health while you're running. So this isn't so you can kind of use them. You don't see me use it to its full effect here, because the cart is at like its last point. We're so close to like our main base. I don't need to run a long distance. But when I do, you can just pull out the Gru, run to an area by the front lines, and then you'll lose some health. And if there's no health pack around, you can switch to your Sandvich, eat it, and then you're all ready to go. And the Sandvich is also really helpful, because if you do have a pocket medic around, you can feed them that, because they can't, heal themselves if they're not using the regenerating health clip. And right there, that was a perfect Uber charge by my medic. He saw I was going to get hit, and I just go to town on these people. Me and the spy clean out that entire cart. Like 2 heavies, pyro, and that was a really nice play on both our parts, I guess. And the medic, of course. The medic was the key to that. But, where was I? Sandvich. Right, yeah, and you can feed the medic your Sandvich to keep him alive if he doesn't have the Crusader set that gives him regenerating health. This way, you can keep that constant presence, because you don't need to send your medic back to the medkit. You can keep him on the front lines. So, right here, I'm kind of just, patrolling this area, because you're a heavy. Like, you really can't, rush. You have to let the people come to you and just be a wall where they cannot, push forward anymore. And right here, this is a bit of a mistake on my part. I saw that the medic had Uber charge, so I figured, he would launch it on me because he was healing me. But he decided to launch it on the other medic. Right there, my friend Mikey sends me a message, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, you're on YouTube now." Wow. Yeah. Shout out to Mikey. I'm sure he has a channel, but I don't know. It's sad face. But anyway. Yeah, the medic didn't Uber me, because he decided to Uber someone with the minigun or the brass beast, which was a really good choice on his part. Like, it was a mistake on my part for assuming he would Uber me. Right here, I used the Gru just to quickly get back to the base, because, I was able to regenerate anyway. And here, I just figured to use the Gru a little bit, because there's not much further I can go. And that spy, I just dominated him right there. He was a stupid spy, and that was a mistake on my part. I got hit by the sniper, and rather than running back to cover, I thought I would be able to make it back to our base in time, but I didn't, so that was a mistake on my part. And the game's getting to a close, and we're now in overtime, and this plays for all the marbles. They're pushing the cart right at the end, and I decide to just go in off the wall, destroy everyone. And then I see them Uber, and I was like, oh, this is the end. But then my medic Ubers me, and this is a battle of the wills. This is intense, down-to-the-wire massacre. And the end result is none other than we lose. Yeah, I was a bit upset. I mean, it was epic at the end. But what are you going to do? Thanks for watching, and the Galaxy out.